Today we're tackling something a little different. Backwards decluttering. But this isn't your average clean up your mess kind of video. You might be thinking, backwards decluttering? What's that? Trust me, this is a game changer. We're talking about a whole new way to look at your stuff, get rid of the things you don't need, and keep the things you truly value. This is all about maximizing your space and your life. And who wouldn't want that? We're going to break it down step by step, make it super simple, and by the end of this video, you'll understand more about this technique, ready to take on your house, your office, maybe even that junk drawer we all know you've been neglecting. Let's do it. All right, so the first thing you've got to do is forget everything you think you know about decluttering. We're not starting with piles of clothes or overflowing bookshelves. Remember, whatever a person has ever created, a thought had to come first. So, think of your ideal space. Picture it, your dream house, perfectly organized, everything in its place. This is very powerful. Your mind is forming the energy to put that thought in motion. What does it look like? What's in it? What's not in it? That's your starting point. This is about figuring out what you want your life to look like and then working backwards to make it happen. It's like building a house. You don't start with the roof. You start with a solid foundation, a vision of what you want to create. And that vision, my friends, is your clean slate. It's the motivation, the driving force behind everything you're about to do. So get specific, get detailed, and don't be afraid to dream big, because this is your space, your life, and you deserve to love it. Now that you've got your dream space locked in, it's time to get real with your stuff. This is where the last time rule comes in. This is simple. Pick an item, any item, and ask yourself, when was the last time I used this? Be honest. If it was more than 6 months ago, it's probably time to say goodbye. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what if I need it someday? Let's be real. If you haven't used it in 6 months, a year, maybe even longer, the chances of you needing it are slim to none. And here's the thing. Holding on to things just in case creates clutter. And clutter creates stress. It weighs you down, literally and figuratively, so be ruthless, be decisive, and let go of those things that are no longer serving you. Remember, this is about creating a space you love, a space that reflects who you are and what you value. And sometimes that means letting go of the past to make room for the future. Subscribe for more videos. We focus on providing valuable, practical, and interesting information that can improve people's lives. Okay, you've envisioned your perfect space, you've tackled the last time rule. Now it's time to create some sustainable habits with the one in, one out policy. This is all about being mindful of what you bring into your life. Bought a new pair of shoes? Great. Now find an old pair to donate. Got a new blender? Awesome. Time to say goodbye to that old one gathering dust in the back of your cupboard. See, it's all about balance. For every new thing that comes in, something old has to go out. This prevents clutter from building up again and ensures that you're constantly evaluating what you truly need and use. Think of it like a revolving door of stuff. It keeps things moving, keeps things fresh, and most importantly, keeps your space clutter-free. Remember, this isn't about deprivation. It's about being intentional with your choices. It's about surrounding yourself with things you love, things you use, things that bring you joy. That's backwards decluttering in a nutshell. Remember, it all starts with envisioning your ideal space, then using the last time rule to clear out the clutter, and finally, maintaining your clutter-free zone with the one in, one out policy. The key takeaway here is simple. Decluttering isn't just about getting rid of stuff, it's about creating a space you love, a space that reflects who you are and what you value. Now go forth and declutter.